What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee. Now, I done had to use this computer. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I already got attitude over how this look. But my phone keep cutting off every time I use StreamYard, and I gotta have my phone. Like I can't be having my phone cutting off, and I can't cut it back on. But anyway, y'all, the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 2, y'all. Gisele is back at it again. Like I'm gonna need her to find another storyline. It's gotta be another way for her to have something to talk about. Like, why are you every single season, every single episode, you attacking somebody's husband? Like, do you have anything else to talk about, sis? But anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Shall we? Man.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming with a force. Yes, blessing the reap and we coursing on.
Y'all ever want to just say it with your chest without saying it with your words? Well, here's your chance to do it. Click the link below or visit www.shayrenee.net and pick the design that fits what you have to say today. All right, y'all. So the episode starts off with Gisele and Mia are still pretty much going at it, okay? Y'all, I don't know what is... This is why I hate using my computer, because all these pop-ups be coming up and I can't move them. Like, this is already annoying me. But anyway, we're going to keep it going. So anyway, Gisele and Mia are still going at it. Mia tells her friend, tells them Jacqueline is the only one, which is Jacqueline is her friend that they are introducing on the show this season. So apparently, see, this is what I'm talking about. Do you want to allow this app to make changes? No, get off my screen. All right, y'all, here we go. All right. Mia tells them that Jacqueline is the only one that has been there for her. And Jacqueline says when people go through things, sometimes shit just ain't clear. And let me say this. I am praying that nothing is wrong with Mia for real. Like, I hope that she really doesn't have cancer. I hope that she pulls through with it, whatever she is going through. But there are so many people out here and people that I'm close to that are suffering with that right now, that it's really not a game. It's not something to play with. Like, I understand that she's saying that she wants to become closer to her followers and whatnot, and she wants to really put her life out there, right? Like, she wants to be wholeheartedly submerged into the public, if you will, and let everybody know her whole self. But here's the thing. You don't got to tell everybody your blood type and 4 parts of your social security number for people to get to know you and like you, sis. You ain't got to do all of that. So until you solidly know what is going on with you, me personally, I wouldn't be putting it on social media. Like, I'm not that person that's going to put every waking feeling. Like, sometimes I even have friends that they'll post everything they feel on social media. Now, I don't condemn them for doing it. Is it how I would handle stuff? No. Because if I'm grieving or if I'm sad over something or something, sometimes I'll post something subliminal if it pisses me off or whatever, because sometimes it may help somebody else get through something. But I'm not posting everything on social media. That's just not my gag. It's not my zhuzh. Okay. But there are some people that's how they cope. That's how they get through things. So at the end of the day, however she chooses to share what's going on with her, that's her bag to hold. And it's not really none of Gisele's business. Like, it really was messed up for Gisele to just come straight up to her and be like, is this what no cancer looks like? Who are you to come up to her and say that? Y'all not even close like that for you to be talking to her like that. But anyway, moving on. Robin says it seems she invited that attention from everyone, basically. And Karen asked Gisele, who are you to question her? Basically, like, who do y'all think y'all are to be questioning Mia about what's going on? So then Robin says all of y'all question her, basically trying to rope Karen in on their opinion of Mia possibly lying. Here's my thing. Karen never said that she thinks that the girl is lying. She said it is questionable that she's putting it on social media versus, before actually finding out what's going on. But she just was basically saying that's not how she would handle it. She's not saying that the girl is lying. So I don't like that about Robin and Gisele. Like, y'all try to do whatever y'all can to get people on your side and to make people believe you, right? Or for people to listen to what you're saying. But you lying. Like, Karen never said that she was trying to rope y'all into this. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take myself off screen because when I'm on screen, sometimes computer. We're gonna make it work. So moving on. Jacqueline speaks up and says this is real life for her. Like, for you guys to be all in her business and worrying about her health, not really worrying about her in a caring manner, but just being shady is just really messed up. So Wendy says, I'm sorry, who is this? First of all, Wendy, what? You just come out of nowhere asking who is this girl, which I get it though, because she was like, ma'am, you all up in the Kool-Aid, and I don't know what the flavor is right now, but at the end of the day, who the hell are you? Because we all here as cast on the show. Who the hell is you? Okay. So Jacqueline says, I'm Jacqueline. She introduces herself as Mia's friend. So Sharice comes over and hugs Karen and everyone. In the confessional, Karen says she didn't invite Sharice, but she did. I don't like when people bring people to stuff and I don't fool with people. Like, Robin knows that obviously Karen don't fool with Sharice. So why are you bringing her to an event? Especially something that's celebrating her birthday or spring into spring or whatever the case may be. Why would you bring her to this girl's event knowing that she don't like her? Just because that's your buddy. I didn't agree with that. But everyone, pretty much spreads out and we see Katie with her bald head. And I'm like, oh, Katie, okay. So she goes right over to Ray. Apparently, Gisele takes her over to Ray. And, of course, Ray said that if he could sleep with any of the other women on the show, it would have been Katie or any of Karen's friends or whatever. Something in some game they were playing like a season ago. But anyway, Sharice asked Karen if they can get together and catch up, and Karen says yes. But it was one of those reluctant, I'm on camera, I don't want to be rude and say no type of yeses. I don't think Karen really fooled with Sharice. And rightfully so, because she was trying to air Karen out about some situation with some man called Blue Eyes or something like that. And I'm like, Sharice, you just came to be messy and don't nobody got time for that. So moving on. Ashley, and she basically trying to get a storyline off of Karen's back, in my opinion. So in the next scene, Ashley talks to Candace about her freezing her eggs, and Wendy comes over and says she's so happy that they are talking. Now, Wendy, you seem to be overly excited about a lot of things that don't have anything to do with you. I've been a little skeptical about you ever since you jumped up and down at Robin's engagement party. Yep, I'm skeptical because you didn't even know them like that and you were jumping up and down. So now you're jumping up and down and excited that Ashley and Candace are talking, but you don't even know really the real history behind why they aren't friends. So, girl, okay, Wendy, whatever. So Gisele comes, this is where Gisele comes over with to Ray with Katie and all that. She talks about him having a crush on her, blah, blah, blah. So Karen comes over and asks why is she rubbing Ray's head and grabbing his butt, talking about Katie all up on her man. She's like, that's my man, get off my man type of stuff. She like Dr. Heavenly over Dr. Damon. She don't play, okay? Karen do not play about her man. So she tells Ray to behave himself and pay attention to the wording in her speech, which I don't really know what was so grand about Karen's speech, but she, kind of thought she had a drop the mic moment and she didn't. And then she started dancing. Whatever. It's your party and you can act a fool if you want to, Karen, whatever. So Candace reveals she has to leave soon because she's going to the Grammys. So Karen gives her speech about her spring kickoff and celebration of life and talks about conversations to move forward. Basically kind of alluding to some things that's going on with the women in the group. And how they need to move forward in with some conversations and ending it with saying the Grand Dame is back. I'm like, well, Karen, ma'am, where did you go? Did you leave? confused. Did I miss something? Did Karen go somewhere? I don't know, but everyone is just as confused as me, obviously. And so Chris hugs Gisele, and Candace is leaving, and everyone is awkwardly dancing. Okay, moving on. So everyone is down with the kiddo. Everyone is doing scenes with their kids. Carter got 3 B's and all A's. I don't know how he got 3 B's and all A's. I don't know if that's a thing. But even Robin and the oldest son said something like, you can't have 3 B's and all A's. Either you have all A's or you got 3 B's and A's. Like, what? So they kind of made fun of him about that. Wendy and Eddie are talking about women cooking and how Wendy don't cook or something like that, and how the men they want to teach their sons that they need to cook so that they can do things if in case their wife doesn't cook. And he alluded to Wendy not cooking. So she said it has helped her confidence, and she wants to encourage younger women not to do it in their oh no, Karen, I'm sorry. Karen talks to her doctor about breast augmentation and the healing process. And she talks about encouraging younger women not to do it in their 20s. And the doctor pretty much looked at her like, okay, I'm gonna need you to not tell nobody that because you messing up my money. Okay. So yeah, don't tell nobody that. People can get their breasts done whenever they want. Don't tell nobody that because I need for the coins to keep coming through here. Okay. So if you out here telling people don't do it, you on the TV, you see. So they might listen to you. Don't tell nobody that. Don't you tell nobody that. That's exactly what the doctor is basically saying to Karen. Okay. So moving on, Candace is in the kitchen cooking and peeling potatoes, and her sister is there because she's having a house built. Apparently, the mom is the family is getting her a house. Okay. Obviously, these girls don't have to ever pay for shit on their own, but it is what it is. Okay. But moving on, she getting the house built, so she's staying with Candace while her house is being built. So moving on, they talk about apparently the sister killed one of Candace's plants, and she was upset about it. But Candace and the sister are really close. That's like one of her like her best friends. So she talks to her about everything. So the sister, they talk about the IVF, and the sister was like, "Oh, you about to be somebody's mama?" Like she was really excited for Candace. And Candace was like, yeah, she wants to get pregnant naturally, but she wants to have security with the eggs, just in case, because she wants to have 2 kids. And she wants to have security with the eggs as, life is growing for her. She's getting older. So she wants to make sure that she's going to be able to do this. So then her sister asked her, how is she adjusting to Chris working? And so, Candace says she's really not adjusting to Chris working at all because she's used to him being there and, them spending so much time together. Basically, she's used to Chris being her damn lackey. Okay. Him being at her beck and call every time in every place and everything that she needs him to do. He's there to do it, which, as a man, she has to understand how he feels because he's probably tired of everybody saying that, oh, Chris is using Candace and she paying for everything and she basically his sugar mama, or he living off of Candace's mama and all this stuff. Don't no man want to feel like that. So with that being said, Candace, he can't be up under you every 5 minutes. He wants to make his own money. Ain't nobody trying to be like, can I get $10 from their wife? No. So moving on, Ashley, in the next scene, Ashley's friend Deborah visits, and she met Deborah apparently at a playground before, and ever since they've been close friends. So Deborah asks about her and Michael, and Ashley says they aren't sleeping in the same room. She sleeps in the room with Dylan. I'm like, well, damn, how many rooms you got in this damn penthouse? You can't go in your own room? Like you got to go and sleep with the kids. It's only 3 bedrooms in here. Because if you sleeping with Dylan, then that mean it's y'all bedroom. Then that mean baby Dean got his own room. Then Dylan got his own room. So that's 3 rooms. It got to be another room in here because you in the penthouse in the sky. Okay. So you got to have at least 4 rooms up in here. Why are you sleeping with the baby again? Whatever. I don't know. So anyway, they talk about the house hunting and how Ashley will live in the house, but Michael will keep the penthouse. Of course he will, because he gonna bring his penthouse bunnies up in there to do all the nasty things that Michael wants to do. Okay, since he old and on the end of life. So Then they talk about Michael dating, and she thinks he will move on quickly, but she owes him exclusivity until it's officially over. Do you? I'm just saying, because he ain't gonna give you no exclusivity until it's so. He probably over there effing somebody right now. Why you talking about it? I'm just saying. Okay, but moving on. So she talks about TikTok and how it's therapy. So she wants to take a high heels class and she's inviting the girls. I guess this dance class is supposed to help her figure out how to do TikTok even more efficiently or whatever. So Deborah asks if she will invite Candace and she says yes. So apparently Ashley been talking about Candace to Deborah, okay? And Deborah says she isn't coming. She won't be able to come because she'll be out of town. But apparently they've been talking about Miss Candace together. And Deborah seems she seemed a little spicy. Okay, Deborah got a little toot up on her. She got some things going on. So Ashley must be telling Deborah a lot of stuff because she got a lot of opinions about things. And I imagine we're gonna be seeing a lot more of Miss here, Deborah. Okay. So moving on. So let's get to the comments real quick. Linda Gamble is in the building. Linda says, hello, Shay Renee. What's up, Linda? I'm so glad that you could join us this evening. So in the next scene, Gisele meets Robin for coffee at Vigilante Coffee, which, by the way, I love me some Vigilante Coffee. Vigilante Coffee is over there in that good old Hyattsville, Maryland, okay? And it is very good. They have some very good coffee over there. You guys should go over there if you're in the Maryland area. But anyway, moving on. Robin gives Gisele hoodies and hats for the girls, but she tells her she has a bone to pick with Gisele. So basically, she tells Gisele, listen, don't think you're slick. I know you told my business about my name being on the house. And why the hell did you feel like you needed to tell anybody about that? Like, she's like, the reason why her name is the only name on the house is basically because Juan's credit didn't bounce back from when they had to file bankruptcy, I guess, or that the foreclosure on their previous house that they had in Potomac. So she couldn't put him on the mortgage because then their mortgage would be higher. So, and their interest rate would have been higher. So that was why he's not on the mortgage, not because she just wanted the house in her name. It was because it was the best benefit for them at the time. So basically, she told Gisele, you wouldn't want me telling your business. And Gisele was like, please, no, don't tell my business. But I thought you told people already. And she was like, why would I tell anybody that? So Gisele pretty much over there trying to cover her own tail because she was over there telling that girl's business and she know better. But moving on, Robin talks about Gisele. Her delivery was bad when it came to Mia, talking about Gisele. And Gisele says she's going to text Mia so that, they can talk. Because she felt like maybe my delivery was bad about the whole situation with her having cancer or potentially having cancer. So let me try to fix it and text her. So she texts her and whatnot to try to drum up a conversation. And obviously Mia ain't budging. So Robin talks about hanging out with Ashley and how they put an offer. Ashley told her that she put an offer on a house and how she wants to decorate because they were at some store, getting things to decorate this house. And I'm like, girl, has your offer even been accepted? Are you moving into this house yet? Don't buy no decorations for no house that you ain't got. Like, wait till you sign the papers, honey. So then she says Ashley also talks about getting a call from Chris saying she should have went to the W. Talking about basically he DM'd Ashley on Instagram saying, because he saw in the story that Ashley was hanging out with one of her friends. So he, responded to her story and said, man, y'all should have came to the W. And the reason why is because Chris is the general manager. He's the head chef at the W and he works there on the night shift. So he's trying to get more attention to the spot so that they can get more people in there and obviously make more money. But of course, Ashley read more into that. So Robin set her straight and told her, no. He actually works there. So he's just I figure he was just trying to get people to come back. So anyway, he's just, she said he's basically just their friend and he works at the W. So he's just being friendly. Gisele said Chris, slides in her DMs too, and it's uncomfortable. And she didn't like what he did to her at the reunion when he asked to talk to her alone in her dressing room, and he was just talking about Candace and was drunk, and she was so uncomfortable. So she didn't want to be in a closed room with a married man because her husband cheated on her. First of all, Gisele, You full of crap. Because you talking about you ain't want to be in a closed room with this man. Well, why you go in there? Why you go in there? If you knew it was nobody in there and you didn't want to be in a closed room with a married man, you didn't have to be in a closed room with a married man. Simple as that. So why were you? Just so you can have something to say? It's just giving I need attention and team too much with Gisele. Like I really, really can't stand it. So Gisele says she was like, she felt like he was trying to make her his sneaky link and she didn't like that. Girl, Chris don't want you. Okay. He is not thinking about that old wrinkled booty, okay? Hey Shay, what's up, Miss B? What's going on? Thank you so much for hopping on and watching. Miss B, tell me if this live is skipping a little bit or it's lagging because I feel like I'm gonna have to redo it because it may be sometimes it be lagging when I use my laptop, and that's what I had to use today. So just let me know because I know sis gonna let me know what's the going on. So Karen returns home after her augmentation checkup to chat with Ray. She tells him the appointment went well and her boobs aren't going to drop much more. Ray, on the other hand, isn't too crazy about having, getting surgeries and stuff like that. He's like, he doesn't understand why women do that. And he really doesn't want them to be an example to younger women in their family that look up to them for them to be going and doing this stuff. He just feels like people should be more natural. And so Karen was like, well, you ain't had no issue when I was in my 30s getting this stuff. And he's like, well, I basically just had a change of heart. Like, I really just don't like it. But you know what? You like it. I love it. Whatever. So he feels like people basically just try to justify getting surgery with the reasons that they give as to why they got it done. Because Karen was just like, well, everybody needs a little, deserves a little tweak if they want to or whatever. It's their bodies. So Karen says she doesn't need justification and they aren't going to go there. And she basically ends the conversation with Ray. Okay. Miss B says Chris is over his dramatic wife and her bitter mama. Child, Candace don't know how to talk to nobody, not even her husband. Like, I don't know how Chris deals with her. She's so childish. Like, she don't know how to have a conversation. Like, granted, Candace is very funny. She's very quick with it. I get it. However, that shit gets old sometimes in conversation because it's like you always constantly trying to have a comeback and trying to be a smart ass. I can't even have a conversation with you. Or every time you talking to somebody, you always angry or always got some shit to say. That gets very tiring. Nobody want to deal with nobody like that. Miss B says, so far the video is okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Because, child, I do not want to have to re-record the damn video. I appreciate you. She always be having my back, y'all. I love her. All right, y'all. So Mia meets with Gordon and they discuss opening a joint chiropractic in DC because she is from DC. This is very near and dear to her heart. So she's excited about this project. So Jacqueline comes and meets them for lunch and she has to sit by G, of course, because everybody loves G, right? And I'm like, it's some weird threesome vibes going on over here. I don't know what's going on here, but okay, y'all a little weird. So they talk about the whole situation of how Jacqueline feels about whether or not Karen really knew what was going on. Because Mia basically alludes to Karen giving her a heads up about the ladies having something to say about her post. And then she kind of rethinks it saying, well, why did she text me about alerting me about the ladies right when I'm on my way to her event? She had seen her several times before that. So why didn't she say something to her before then? That the ladies had possible issue with her post on social media. So now Mia is side-eyeing Karen and Jacqueline kind of put the bug in her ear to side-eye Karen. And she was just like, I don't know. I'm going to have to watch Karen and see if she really on their side. But I'm like, girl, why would Karen really care about what the hell you got going on? Like, why would she even tell you? Like, if I really was on their side or like trying to come for you in some type of way, I wouldn't have even told you what they said. Like, it doesn't even make any sense, but whatever. So Mia says that she's worked hard to get along with the girls, but they may need a taste of Mia and Mother F and Thornton. Girl, bye. Okay. ask your husband's brother to give you your business back so you can have some money in your bank account. Do that, okay? Because we saw that on social media too. You posting about how they stole the business from, he stole the business from right up under your nose, but you said you own the business. You said you is the business. You started all of this. So how on earth, if you on your shit, did you let his brother come and take everything away from your family? And now you don't have no money or access to your bank accounts. That's real strange. But okay, whatever. Where we at? Linda Gamble says, hello, Miss B. Jessica. Jessica with the K is in the building. I was on Mia's side when it comes to Gisele having to make an appointment now that she's been rude. Girl, yes, I'm always on the side of anybody against Gisele because she's lame. Gisele still think it's hot girl summer. It's a hot flash fall. She pretty, but girl, not every man is pausing like they did when she was 25. Right. Girl. Gisele lost it. Hey, Linda. Miss B is speaking to Linda. Yeah, like, girl, Gisele, child. She think everybody want her in her tart draws. Girl, don't nobody want you, okay? Don't nobody want you right about now. You might need to be going to the damn doctor with Karen to get something lifted, that neck, because we already know that you got it lifted already, okay? Just go ahead and get it tightened back some more, because we know. We can see it, okay? You're getting old, sis. You're getting old, and that's okay. The black don't crack thing kind of don't go for everybody sometimes. Just saying, all right? So moving on, Ashley meets with Candace and she tells her about Chris DMing her about coming to the W and all this, that, and the third. So Candace basically says, well, Chris is the general manager for the restaurant and he's just trying to get publicity for the place. He's not trying to hit on you. And Ashley was like, well, I thought he was trying to get at my homegirl. My bad. She was like, no, he basically looks at all of you guys like sisters and he wants my friends to come to the restaurant because obviously we're public figures. So that would get more people into the restaurant. That's the only reason why he reached out to you. So Ashley was like, okay, well, if you say it ain't nothing, it ain't nothing to me then. So then she says, Ashley invites her to some dance event that she's having and all the girls will be coming. Here's my thing. I'm glad that they had this conversation and not around all the other ladies. And Ashley even said that she didn't want to have the conversation in front of everyone because that's what's caused strife in their relationship in the past because she always was addressing stuff with Candace in front of all the other ladies. So she decided to have a one-on-one conversation. But my thing is, it's a bunch of BS because you coming for Chris and he responded to a story. He didn't DM you. Maybe you don't understand how Instagram works. It does come to you as a DM, but that's because he responded to your story. Not because he sought you out and was like, hey. No, he wasn't doing that. Okay. So I don't understand. Let's look at these comments. No, that's an already tight neck. Tell me you lie. Yeah, she got that neck tightened already, Jessica, apparently. It took 7 years for Robin to come through, but baby, she came through. This new hair color came with a new personality because Ashley and Gisele plotted this storyline on Candace this season, clearly. Yeah, and you know what? Good point, because I like how Robin is basically, like, she called Gisele out on her stuff. She was like, all right, Gisele, you exaggerating. The man is the general manager at the restaurant. He's just trying to get people there. And he looks at you like a friend. Like he doesn't look at you like that. So just stop the madness. Stop the noise. Okay. I see what you're trying to do. And you need to just let it go. Okay. This ain't the time. This ain't the place. This ain't the thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. You wasting your time. Like, I appreciated Robin actually calling her out on her stuff because she sees right through what Gisele is doing. So anyway, the next scene, Ashley is having her dance event. And let me see. Shay, are you sipping that $40 Inez wine in that glass? Girl, hell no. First of all, the wine $40. And then apparently people were saying that the shipping was just as much as the wine. Absolutely not. This is that good old Stella Rosa. Okay, for what? $14? Yeah, that's what this is. Mm-mm. No, not no Inez. That's the perfect exchange of sweet and dry. No. Ashley played dumb like Robin didn't already tell her Chris was the GM when Candace told her. Right. You know what? That's true. She did do that. And I'm like, girl, you already knew that man worked there and Robin already gave you the scoop. So why are you trying to play dumb? This is just ridiculous. Like, I am so over them. I don't even know what to do. Miss B is laughing at me. Girl, they know some damn Inez one. Hilarious. So anyway, moving on. Ashley is having her dance event with the ladies. Karen isn't coming because she has a fever. But Robin and Gisele come and they say that Karen probably isn't coming because she's trying to avoid Sharice. Which my thing is, Karen ain't trying to give Sharice no storyline. Sharice trying to use Karen as a storyline like she had been in the past when they brought her on the show for 5 seconds. So she trying to get back into the real cast, and it's not working for her. So now she want to try to cause a problem with somebody, and Karen is it. And Karen knows what it is. She knows what's up, but she ain't taking the bait. Okay. So Ashley says it's a working. So then they talk about Ashley and her non-alcoholic cider. But then Giselle's like, well, you got non-alcoholic cider here, and you talking about you not drinking, but I did see you down in them shots at Karen's party. Don't think you're slick. I seen you. Okay, you was drinking. So you talking about you wasn't drink, you ain't drinking, but you was down in them shots at the party, girl. Make it. What's going on? Let's let have. What is going on? Are you lying? So Ashley was like, it's a working process. I'm trying. I'm taking it day by day, but I just want to, center myself. All this little Zen yoga crap. Girl, bye. Okay, bye. So moving on, she trying to heighten her vibrations because she's a low vibration right now, drinking tequila and lying about it. So they talk about Gisele being accusatory, calling Ashley a liar about her divorce. So Sharice walks in all awkwardly, and Gisele tells Ashley that divorce isn't something she plays with. And 1 minute she's divorcing, then she's buying a house. First of all, why you care so much, Gisele? Whatever this girl is doing has absolutely, I guarantee you, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. So why do you care about what Ashley is doing? Ashley, you need to care about what you're doing on this TV screen, and you need to take a look at Teresa Giudice, whatever, however you say a damn name. You need to be very careful, because you talking about buying houses and LLCs and all this stuff. I hope you ain't doing no illegal shit. Okay, because you have too many counterparts on Bravo that can tell you and show you. Look at Jen Shaw. Yeah, don't do nothing illegal and get your ass caught up. I'm just saying. But moving on, Ashley says, well, didn't you reconcile with Jamal? I didn't think there was a time limit on reconciliation, because she's like wondering why Gisele has such a problem when she in fact reconciled with her ex. And she for one should know that it's difficult. And Gisele says, okay, well, are y'all back together? Talking about her and Michael, Ashley and Michael. And Ashley says, no, but we could. Michael hasn't cheated or hasn't had any outside kids. So I'm like, oh, is that a little dig at Gisele? Because we know Pastor Dickum down, he got a couple other children. Okay. Mm-hmm. The girls got some sisters and brothers that didn't come out of their mama's womb. I'm just saying. Okay. So Ashley says, Gisele says Michael hasn't cheated. She's like, well, not lately. I'm like, Ashley, okay, girl, you on the train of delusions. Okay. The delusions of grandeur are so fleeing in your head. So she says it's basically just hard to break a tie with someone that you love and you have children with. And Sharice asked about her getting a house with someone why is she getting a house with somebody she's divorcing? And Ashley says, I can't afford a house that size, so he's helping me. But why are you getting a big ass house? I don't understand it. Why do you need a gigantic house? Well, how much is this house that you really need? That's what I'm wondering. Why can't you get a sufficient, like a house that's like less than like a $500,000 or less? Why can't you do that? Because I know you're making good money on this show. You have your own money. Why do you need to keep leaning on Michael? I just think that Ashley needs to grow up. I really do. I think you are somebody's mama now, to somebody's mama. You got to get your life together. You can't keep on leaning on this man. And I'm like, girl, you got money. You act like you broke without him. You get your own check through being on TV. Like, I don't know. Ashley is very confusing, but Sharice says, I'm with that. Like, girl, go ahead, let him buy you a house. I'm like, Sharice, okay. You would be the one telling her to lean on some man for the rest of her life. Child, please. So the ladies begin dancing, and Candace and Mia finally arrive. Mia says she doesn't have an issue with Ashley, so that's why she is at the event, and Ashley wasn't disrespectful to her. So she didn't respond to Gisele in her comments previously at the event because, Gisele texting her. Mia didn't respond to the text because now Gisele is on book an appointment bitch status with Mia, which I don't blame her because it's like, you know what, Gisele, you really tried it with what you said. So Wendy arrives late because she had to do something for her son and she had to do some political commentary, but she is there and TikTok ready because this whole dance class is supposed to be how to get better TikToks done and dances and whatnot. So all the ladies grasp the dance except Robin, who looks a hot ass mess over there. I'm like, Robin, do you even know how to move your limbs with rhythm? Mm-hmm. Ridiculous. What Jessica says, I came in a little late. Did you already talk about Katie? Because oh my gosh, she looked rough, and those producers are shady with those freeze frames of her. Girl, yeah, Katie looks like, somebody rode her hard and too long. Like she looks real crazy. Like real crazy. Okay. She looked real rough. It's given G.I. Jane on something. Like, I don't know what look Katie is going for, but it's real renegade Wreck-It Ralph looking. It's real rough. I don't know what's happening, but you know what? That's Katie, and that's what Katie do. Katie gonna do what she do, and she don't care what nobody got the damn say about it. Okay, I guarantee you that. So moving on, the ladies are done dancing, and Candace is not drinking. So Robin asks her why. And so Candace says it's because she's freezing her eggs. And so Robin says, are you having issues on your own? Like, if you can have a kid on your own, then why are you wasting the money? Like getting your eggs frozen or whatever. And Candace says she's doing it just to make sure she's good before she turns 35. So Sharice talks to Ashley about the house that she's trying to buy. Ashley says she has a connection at the bank that is helping them, and it's better they do it in their business name before they divorce, so it helps her out. So Gisele says she wants to talk to Candace about Chris. So here we are in the last scene of the episode where Gisele goes and has this bogus ass story and this conversation with Candace about Chris, her husband. So Gisele pulls Candace to the side and tells her Chris made her feel uncomfortable in light of him DMing Ashley. And she says he pulled her to the side at the reunion. They go in her room and she noticed her glam was gone. So Candace says, did he do anything or say anything wrong? And Gisele says, no, I know because I know he wouldn't do, no, Gisele says no. And Candace says, I know because he wouldn't do that. And so Gisele says she feels like it was planned to be alone with her because he spoke to her makeup artist when he was leaving. And she doesn't want to be in a room alone with a married man. And Candace says, what are you talking about? Like, this man looks at you all as friends. You've eaten at my house where he has, made you many a meals and will lay a coat over a puddle for you. He looks at you like a sister. And what are you trying to do? This is the thing. So is this the thing? We're attacking Chris now? So basically, Candace sees right through Gisele's BS. And Gisele looked like a deer in the headlights the whole time she was talking about Chris. Like, girl, stop it with this. I don't want to be in a room with you stuff by myself. If you didn't want to be in a room with him by yourself, you shouldn't have been in the room by yourself with him. You should have said to him, hey, Chris, I love you to death, but I really don't want to be sitting in this room with you by myself because I'm really feeling a little uncomfortable because you're a married man and I don't want anybody to get any ideas about what could potentially be going on here. So let's have a conversation. If you want to talk to me, let's talk in a public forum. That's what she could have said. If you really was so worried about it, You're not worried about it. This is just your attack for the year. And it's actually very lame. Like, I'm going to need Gisele. You can't be the leader of the pack or so-called center of the show if you can't even find a storyline without attacking somebody's damn husband. I cannot. Where we at? I can't believe how hard it is for these ladies to show up to a dance class dressed right. It's literally athleisure. Child, I can't believe how hard it is for these ladies to damn dance, okay? Only Mia probably was the best one, but we know why, because she was at the strip club with nice chicken wings. Okay, that's but I ain't said nothing. Can we please get Gisele a calm down pill? Child, we need to get her a please get a real storyline pill as well. She gonna need a whole different system of vitamins and nutrients of pills from this, because she needs to revamp her whole way of life on this show. Didn't Gisele say she asked Chris to come to the room to talk because she assumed her glam, which she would stop calling that cow? She should stop calling that cow dust her glam would be in the room. It wasn't his fault. Glam left. Right. And furthermore, you said that he saw your glam. You're right. She said that he saw the glam on the way going out. So if you know that he saw your glam leaving, why would you think that they were in the room? So you're lying. You just making up stuff. You know that it was very innocent. And if he's coming in there and he's talking to you about his wife, obviously he's talking to you about Candace because he looks up to you like a big sister, like Candace said. So what are you talking about? You just making up shit at this point. I'm so over damn Gisele. So Gisele says she doesn't have any issues with Chris, but you can't diminish how I felt. Okay, girl. All right, Gisele, I see how you feel. And I raised you and I don't give a fuck. How about that? That's what I would have said if I was Candace. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks for telling me. I know my husband didn't have any bad intentions. So, okay, moving on. Don't give it any light. When you give it light, now she can take this throughout the season. And later on, if she brings it up again, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I know Chris doesn't want you. So next, why are we still talking about this? You can't give anything legs that you won't allow to walk. Okay? Don't let the story walk beyond the rooms of where y'all were talking. Let her go. I wouldn't even pay Gisele any attention. She would have said that to me, and I'd have been like, oh, girl, okay, you know Chris don't want your ass, but whatever. Well, I don't believe he wants you, and ain't nothing you going to tell me to make me think he wants you. So next, you got something else to say? Because I don't believe it. And you can keep on trying to make me believe it if you want to, but it's not. So I'm going to tell you right now, if this your storyline, and I would have broke the fourth wall. I'd have been like, if this is your storyline for the season, I'm here to tell you right the fuck now, you need to find something else. Because this here ain't what you want. This ain't going to work for you. Okay? Didn't Gisele say she asked Chris to come to the room to talk because she assumed her glam would she stop? Oh, okay, we already read that. Jizzy needs to find a single man so she can get her back cracked. Child, she needed cracked, molded, sewed back together, cracked again, and put some concrete on that bitch because she need a lot of work. Somebody need to work her to the bone because she got too much time to be all up in somebody else's business and don't know the flavor. Okay, she's doing too much. So Gisele says she doesn't have any issues with Chris, but you can't diminish how I felt. Candace says, and walks off asking for Eric and saying she doesn't need the camera. She says to Eric, if this is going to be about maligning my husband, Michael Darby is here for that. The ass grabbing MF, not my husband. Okay. Basically, she like, listen, not my husband, not this season, not no season. Like, we're not doing this. Okay. We're not doing this. I'm on Candace's side, but this brings back how Monique ran to the producer and said, so this is what we're doing, making my marriage the storyline. This is the same thing. Child, they always want to run to the damn producer when it's convenient for them, but look at her. She on the damn People website where apparently her and Chris are separated. So who knows with these folks, child. Gisele needs a cold shower. She need to get in a bucket of ice. That's exactly what she need to do. And she need to build a bridge and put her bullshit on top of it and walk across it. That's what she need to do. I'm so tired of her. I need her to find something else to talk about. Because all of this stuff with the men and you attacking everybody's husband, That should be getting old for her at this point. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching The Real Housewives of Potomac too. And also hit that notification bell so you will know when I come back on here to run my mouth again. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.